Hi and welcome to the handover video for the Tucson petrol S model. So obviously with the key you've got your remote central locking, so to lock the car it's the lock padlock, to unlock the car it's the unlock padlock, and that unlocks all the doors on the boot, one press. And if you're doing a bit of shopping, the car's locked, so you just want to put something in the boot, if you press and hold the bottom one down for about 4 seconds it will just unlock the boot, so you can place your shopping in the boot, close the boot locks, the rest of the car stays locked. So let's open them up and have a closer look at the car. So first of all, the seat adjustment. You've got the bar underneath the seat here that you pull up to move the seat backwards and forwards. This lever here, you can pump the seat up or put down, and then you've got the wheel here that you can move to adjust the backrest. Just get in. So starting procedure, obviously unlock the key, and then key in ignition, clutch down, and start the car. Okay, the car won't start if the clutch isn't depressed. So in your driver's armrest you've got controls for all the electric windows. You've got the power cut-off switch there, so when that is flush it kills the power to the rear windows to stop young children playing, etc. Central locking button, so again when you start to drive off in your car it will automatically lock. When you take the key out, turn the car off, it'll automatically unlock all the doors. But obviously if you need to let anyone in, if you're stopping to pick somebody up, then that's the button you'll use for your central locking. Forward of that you've got your right and left button, and this is your touchpad that you use to adjust the mirrors. On the dashboard you've got your headlight levels. Normal setting is 0, so only if you've got anything really heavy in the boot that you would need to adjust that. This plus and minus, all that does is adjust the illumination level of your dashboard so you can get it right for nighttime driving. And this one here is your traction stability control, great safety aid, should be no need for you to turn that one off. Now your horn is anywhere in the center here. You've got your audio controls and your Bluetooth for your phone all on the steering wheel, and also your trip computer information. So just have a quick closer look at that. So on the dashboard then you've got your speedo, got your rev counter, and then in the middle here is your information screen. Now that information screen is controlled by these buttons here. Okay, so as you can see at the moment we're on the main menu and it's showing there's about 80 miles of fuel in the tank. So if you want to change that sub menu, so by flicking this up or down you go through all the others, so you can have a digital speedo, you can have the how many miles of fuel left in the tank, you can have all your trip computer information of on that particular journey, what your fuel consumption is, how long you've traveled. And again, to reset any of those, okay, all you do is press and hold in the OK button there, and that will reset it. Okay, this top button, if I press that, go through the various menus, so that will display your tyre pressures while you're driving. You've got some setting menus there which you should have no need to go into, and then we're back to the main menu again. So again, I tend to leave mine on there so I can see how many miles of fuel I've got, and then it'll give you your average fuel consumption, and at the bottom there, as you can see, you've got the total mileage of the car and the outside temperature on that as well. Your fuel gauge is on this side and your engine temperature gauge on that side. Okay, now on the right hand stalk you've got your wipers, so they're in the off position at the moment, or if you just flick it down it'll just do a single sweep. Up one is intermittent, and you can vary the intermittent from short interval to long interval. Okay, you've still got the low and the high settings. Your rear wiper is on this twisty bit on the end. Okay, to wash the windscreen, pull the stalk back towards the steering wheel. To wash the rear screen, push the stalk away from the steering wheel. Your lights, again on the indicator stalk on the very end, you've got an automatic setting, so you can just leave it on automatic and the car will put the side lights and then the headlights on when the light levels fall, or you can override it and you can put your side lights and headlights on yourself, and again you can see the indicators in green at the top there on the dashboard. Your full beam, push the stalk away. To cancel your full beam, pull the stalk back towards the steering wheel. Okay, your rear fog light, that's on this twisty band here, so if I twist that down, you'll see the orange light there confirming your rear fog light is on. To turn that off again, twist it down again, and then you can obviously put your lights back onto auto if you wish. If you need to adjust the steering wheel, little lever here, just fold that down. You can then move the steering wheel up and down, and then obviously tighten it back up again before you drive away. In the center you've got your heater. Okay, so obviously nice and straightforward. You've got your fan speed. Just by rotating that dial you can actually decide where you want the air to be directed to. You can turn the air conditioning, let me just, there we go. So the air conditioning, you can turn it off or on, and then this you can control the temperature. Okay, so obviously when the light is not lit, the air conditioning is off, and when the air conditioning is on, your blue light is lit. However, there is a setting here that says max air conditioning, so you can just flick it on that, and what that does, it overrides the switch, as you can see, because you clicked for max air conditioning, so the air conditioning is on constantly. Alright, down here you've got your front demist, you've got your heated rear screen, and then below that you've got a couple of power sockets, you've got a USB and an auxiliary input. 6-speed manual gearbox, and there's a little button here to select reverse, so you just lift that up, it's across and forward, and that's reverse selected, so easy as that really. And then you've got your digital radio, so again turn it on and off, it's that button there, and then obviously you can adjust the volume, you can even press that in to mute it. And then your save stations, you can actually click up or down, and as you can see it goes through the save stations. So we've saved radio 1, radio 2, 3, 4, radio Shropshire, so we'll leave it on radio 2 in that for you at the moment. Okay, but to set any different radio stations, if you just go to where it says seek, you can press that up, and as you can see it'll go through the various sort of radio stations that you can have. And so if we get, there we go, it's still searching, so again it'll go through everything you want, and if you want to save any of these, just press and hold the relevant number you want to save it to for about 4 seconds. It'll bleep at you once it's saved. Okay, so to pair your phone up to the car, okay, so I have the radio turned on, and then you use this this cog here initially, so press that, and as you can see you get your setup menu, and then you rotate this until you get to the phone if you're pairing your phone up, and then you press that button in, and as you can see it brings up the little sub menu, whereby again you rotate this until you get to the relevant line, press it in again, pair phone. So, okay, so you press that on your phone, you turn obviously the Bluetooth on, ask it to search for devices, it'll find Tucson, the word, click on that, and then enter the passcode, which is 4 zeros, and it will link your phone to the car. Alright, now also what we can do, if I just go back into setup, you can play around with the sound a little bit. So on the sound again, just press this button in, and then you can actually audio settings, and this is where you can adjust the bass, the mid-range, and also the treble, so you can get your music to how you like to use it, and then return and return, get you back to the previous system. Alright, okay, so that will just display in a moment. There we go, so that's just gone back to normal. Individual vents you can turn off or on. Okay, and in your glove box you've got your handbook and your locking wheel nut key for the alloy wheels. Now, with the fuel filler cap, that's located on the rear passenger side of the vehicle, so we'll just have a walk around. And as long as the car's open, all you need to do is give it a quick press and it pops open, and obviously normal unleaded in there for you. And then in your boot, under the boot floor there, you've got your inflation kit as well as some additional storage, and obviously you've also got your tonneau cover there, which you can pop in place to keep everything nicely out of sight. The rear seats, so you've got the 60/40 split, so you can fold them down. To fold the rear seats down, the handle is here at the base of the seat, so just pull that up, and as you can see, it folds down. And then when you want to put it back up again, pull that lever up and push the seat back into its upright position. So there we have it. Lovely car to drive. Sure you're going to be over the moon with the vehicle. But if you have any further questions, then obviously we're here to help.